The Duchess of Sussex is attempting to trademark the centuries-old word archetypes which she is using for her first Spotify podcast series. But according to the Daily Mail's diary editor Richard Eden, she is facing a challenge from a U.S. company, Project Miracle IP Holdings, which is also looking to trademark the word. A ruling on the trademark application will reportedly be made in the coming weeks. Mr. Eden tweeted, "Uh-oh. Meghan faces trouble with her attempt to trademark the centuries-old word archetypes." In addition, Meghan Markle is expected to face backlash from an individual from an unexpected group for her Spotify podcast, a royal commentator has claimed. Royal expert Neil Sean believes the Duchess of Sussex should tread carefully as she faces trouble from a prominent feminist after she unveiled her first Spotify series that will investigate labels that try to hold women back. Mr. Sean said Meghan's bid to explore feminism in her Archetypes podcast had backfired and claimed, "A lot of female lead writers here in the UK are already saying we don't need any more whiny podcasts." He claimed the prominent feminist has questioned how Meghan can be a front for the feminist movement when she gave up her career, her religion, her family, her country to marry a man. Mr. Neil told, "It's the feminist movement she is trying to attract herself to, and that's really sort of backfired, and you're going to see more of this in the next few days. Because a rather prominent feminist is coming out against Meghan Markle herself, and here's the reasons why." He added, "She is basically saying here is a woman who gave up her career, her religion, her family, her country, to come and live in another country, all for the marriage and love of another man. How is that radically feminist? How are you basically being your own woman? Now you can see this particular version of events' point of view, can't you? It's not very easy to digest when you're saying, well, you've got to stand up for yourself, don't be the underdog. We know it's not easy being the underdog, but when you think about it, how quick did Meghan give in to being the underdog and to giving literally everything away to become part of a family that she said she knew nothing about in order, of course, to make sure that she married the man that she loved. What's interesting here is depending on whether the podcasts are engaging and of course enlightening, and as ever, the guests Meghan gets, I can see nothing but once again trouble against her, because a lot of the female leader writers here in the UK are already saying we don't need any more whiny podcasts from women, basically saying they're the underdog when women now more than ever have a bigger say and are more powerful. There are more women CEOs in the world than ever before. So Meghan, as ever, is going to have to tread very carefully if she wishes to get the right track for that all-important podcast. Archetypes will launch this summer, hosted by the Duchess of Sussex, who will speak to historians, experts and women who have experienced being typecast. Another news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the decision to permanently step down as senior royals last year. They have not returned to the UK together since they moved stateside. However, Harry has returned alone twice. Since their move, their relationship with the rest of the royal family has been under strain. Speaking to Sky News Australia, former UKIP leader Nigel Farage discussed the Sussexes and how the Queen is of no use to the pair anymore. Mr. Farage said, they, Harry and Meghan, weren't able to come to the Abbey in Westminster for commemorative service for the life of Harry's grandfather. The World War II veteran passed away in April last year, just weeks shy of his 100th birthday. Speaking of the late Duke, Mr. Farage said, he gave 70 years of his life to public service, not just to us but to the other Commonwealth countries around the world. He added, now, they, Harry and Meghan, couldn't be bothered to show respect to Harry's grandmother, who's on the eve of her 96th birthday, because they used her already. She's of no use to them anymore. The former UKIP leader added, they're going to the Invictus Games in the Netherlands because, of course, they've got books to write, they've got films to make, and they want to be the great virtuous wonder couple helping disabled people play sport. Australian TV host Paul Murray, speaking to Mr. Farage on the show, concluded by saying that the pair are so compassionate, before adding unless it's any members of their family.